Do the North Node in Libra collective reading. So that would be if you have your North Node in Libra. And if you're a cross watcher and you have someone you love who has a North Node in Libra, feel free to find out what the heck is going on with them. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you again so much for coming back. Just a heads up that these readings are designed for your North Node because I believe that is your destiny and that is your purpose in this lifetime. So I kind of want to channel into that path for you. So, and I feel like it's also kind of, you know, more directed than just a very wide range reading for, you know, some of your big signs. So, all right, welcome. Let's see. All right. We have got number 44, stranded. Wow. So clearly you've gotten somewhere where you feel like maybe you're not seeing the way back to the water, you know? Or, I mean, that boat, that ship is stuck in a tree that is not anywhere near water, right? So you feel like something, you're not where you're supposed to be. But somehow you got here. Is it someone took you to this place and now you feel like you're stranded there because I mean, this is only one person, right? Did you take yourself here or did someone bring you here and then abandon? I don't know, but either way, stranded. I mean, that's a pretty strong vibe, right? Then we've got number 19, and it is balance. But I love this because that balance is, it's got that cosmic vibe to it with like the hanging stars and moons and all the versions of the moon, all the cycles of the moon. It's kind of in this sense of like, hey, if you're here, then, and you're feeling balanced with it, then you must supposed to be here, you know? But I also feel like it's this, even though you don't know, you're kind of lost, right, from what you expected. There's, if you can find the balance in it, and I'm going to put my glasses on because I'm squinting because the sun isn't in my face, but it is bright out here. But if you can find the way to balance yourself while also kind of feeling lost, then that's a sense of faith, and therefore you're most in alignment to what your next step will be. So, all right, we've got Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups has come out on lots of readings this month. So I feel like there's this energy of like needing to really internally find peace and allow flowing of energies to kind of come and go, act with kindness and grace in situations that may not, you know, you may not feel like they warrant that, but you find the inner peace to know I can also still do that because who knows, right? I feel like there's this, like, I keep hearing this, who knows what they're going through? I don't know. All I know is what I'm going through. And really, whether someone caused it to you or not, doesn't matter what happens here and how you respond to it. I mean, she's at the bottom of the sea. It's not like she's this mermaid, or she's not even a mermaid, but she's not up at the very top floating and splashing in the waters. It's deep down on the ocean floor. So this is something deep. Whether it's in your subconscious, it's deep rooted in you, but you're tapping into something that's like really deeply rooted in your internal self. Because Queen of Cups handles your emotions, how you act with those heavy waters. King of Swords. So we have two people here. We have a queen and a king. So that can very well mean like there's two. This is a situation with another person. And I like this because this is and also showing that king and queen energies do not have to be male, female. It's an energy. So this could allude to this is your internal masculine, feminine, balanced. But the King of Swords is not a fun guy if he doesn't have his feminine side balanced. He's analytical, calculating, serves truth with no couth. But that's not what I feel off this card. I'm feeling like this more of I honor anything that comes at me as a possibility that I can analyze, but also not in a filtered way. I'm going to see it for as it is, not through situations that have, not through ways that maybe situations have made me feel how I should feel about this. I don't know if that made sense, but it did in my head. But this sort of truth right here, it lights all these other truths. You know, I have this great quote from someone who, I'm not exactly sure where I heard it, but I thought it was beautiful. Your lies gave way for the truth. And I love that because if anyone has experienced someone who is just a liar, you know, maybe not just ball face, or is that how you say it? Ball face lie, but someone who omits things. You know, like if you've ever dealt with someone like that, it's like you don't really know the truth, but after a while, all the lies show the truth. And I feel like that's needing to be said here, especially with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is not, you're that energy, you're not allowing for anything to come at you without the truth in it. You see it, you understand it. You're not clouded either. That is a key thing here. I don't know how to describe it, but it's more like there's something here about, yeah, you see the truth, but it's also not like that's like what you're gonna only focus on. You're also gonna say, okay, well, there's some emotions in there too. So it can't just be black and white. There's some gray there. And I feel like this is regarding somebody, maybe relationship, an external thing. You're getting some clarity on, you know, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh on this situation, this person. They're just a human being. They really messed up on maybe levels that you've never experienced someone messing up, right? But there's this gray place that is really kind of being pushed for you to see. Mainly, I think, so it doesn't take you down. Stay high, you know? Oh my gosh. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Ow! There's two people, right? Oh my gosh. Ten of Cups. Not only are you able to stay mentally with air energy, stable in the air, but also your emotions both are intertwined and able to go deep. I think that's funny how I was saying this chick isn't just up here like at the top splashing around, and then we get to the card that where they are both up and below. Like that, as above, so below. And there's a rainbow. Oh, and it's Ten of Cups. Ultimate, just emotional stability, comfortability. I'm seeing this probably vulture flying in the air, and it's just so graceful. I feel like that is where this whole situation, I mean, we went from stranded to ultimate love between two people. So it feels like if you can find the balance between, if you can understand that gray area, it ultimately brings you to love and unconditional love. I love that. All right, let's get a couple clarifying cards, and I think we've got this pretty nailed down. Oh, and there in this card, there's some odd, like, I don't know if you can see it, but this lady, the glare, I'm sorry. These are like autumn leaves that she's got. So this is definitely happening in the autumn time, or it's happened in the autumn time. I feel like that, the equinox that just happened, I think that was a pivotal time for this situation. That moment when the season changed to fall, to autumn, right? I just saw the Soulmates card. Come on. Something come out. Thank you. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Well, rest in peace, right? I think that's what this is like there's something about your emotional state that you're seeing this truth with that's helping you put something to rest. Some pattern, some belief system, some way you act in relationships. Maybe your judgments on how people should act, how you should act. There's some seeing bigger. And it says, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. Yeah, like I think, again, this is something you're seeing about how you want your relationships to be. How your Ten of Cups truly looks. And giving people grace is more of a sign of your emotional intelligence than what they, I don't know what I'm trying to get about that. Give me more on that if I have to. But, and then camera. Oh, I just kind of got this feeling of like, like if you take a picture of something, yeah, you encompass that moment in time and that situation. But you don't know what happened before that picture. You don't know what happened after that picture. You're getting one part of that situation. And I really feel like maybe there's this sign of saying that maybe that was the problem. Seeing only one part of the situation and just hyper focusing on that kind of made it where you put all your eggs in the basket that is what was the problem. That was the end all be all. And I love this because you're a North Node Libra. So you are meant to try to find that balance between, but you know, you're trying to see both sides of things. So this is a highly important reading for your North Node right now, because I mean, this is trying to find that gray area, trying to find that balance. Not everyone is bad and not everyone is good. But it says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So maybe you have this like picture of how every relationship has worked or ended, and you've got that one moment that you keep right here, and that kind of formulates your pattern to like how you're going to show up in the next one. Well, I feel like this is kind of laying to rest that judgment on that one picture. You're kind of saying, oh, you know, there's just something about that, and I can't formulate a word that is describing it any better. But I hope you understand what I've how I have described it, because it's all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, well, have a great one. Oh, and y'all take care. Bye, North Node Libra.